Hello, dear friends. Now, if you've sat through my The Fourth Awakens, this is what I'm referring to. The global swarming. Sharknado 5. Now, again, this is another very quickie sequel, but this one goes a little bit all over the world. You go from London to Asia to Australia to Italy. It is very much a globe-tropping sort of movie. Now, unfortunately, we lose a lot of characters, and the Hoff doesn't even make an appearance. How can you... Oh, I like the Hoff. He was so good. And yes, April does get a bit of a makeover when she goes to Australia. Now, why I bring up Australia so bad is actually, now Nova is back. Why does she always seem to turn up in the odd ones? 1, 3, 5. Yes, Nova is back. Now, she is being revealed now for absolutely millennium. People have been dealing with Sharknadoes, even back to the Egyptians and even the guys at Stonehenge, because there's an artifact, or I'm going to call it MacGuffin, that you can control Sharknadoes to a certain extent. And she is part of a sisterhood that is involved with the whole preventing Sharknadoes. Now, this is brand new information. And apparently, Finn's cousin that we met in The Fourth Awakens is actually part of the sisterhood. When they get to Australia, they meet a whole bunch of sisters, including Olivia Newton-John, which she's technically British, but we claim her as our own, and her daughter as well. I think her name's Chloe. And they fix up April and give her a brand new do. And it's discovered that this particular NATO that they're after is a bit of a it's a bit of a time jumping, place jumping tornado, which is why they go to London and China and to Italy and Egypt. And Gil, if you remember Gil from the last movie, when they go to London, they're actually there to see a whole bunch of scientists, and one of the scientists that they meet gives Gil a helmet. I say another MacGuffin that April and Finn, when she's been given her upgrade, she can find Gil. Because she's got like a tracking system on his helmet. And the whole idea of this particular movie is Finn and April want to get their son. Natural, as a parent, they would want to make sure their children are safe. They forget about Matt, who is back in America dealing with April's yard, I think that's what they call it, Finn's property, because from Fourth Awakens, that particular property was destroyed, like flattened. So Matt is there to put the place back together. So we see brief going back to Matt a little bit. The same Matt that we saw in the Force Awakens. And unfortunately, April dies. Finally! After 2 movies. But, which I'm hoping they pick up this thread in the last Sharknado, and what I can tell from that's what they call it, the last Sharknado, this is actually going to link in. When we last saw, at the end of the movie, the world is gutted, like it's flat, and there's like, Finn's the only one left on Earth, he thought. Gil, a very, very old Gil, comes to his dad. Now, tell me you don't know what that's a reference to. If you know what that reference is, please write down in the comment section. If you know your movie knowledge, definitely write down in the comment section, please. And I will reward that person. I'll give him a shout out in a next video. And he has, the last NATO that they saw Gil was he jumped forward in time. So this definitely keeps a lot of the quality. And running joke since the second movie, you see Today Show. Now, in Wonderful, we saw the American Today Show. Now, when they go in the part of the Australian Sydney portion, yes, we see the Aussie version. Now, as a Australian, especially a Sydney sider, I don't necessarily watch that group of Today Show hosts. I did watch Today Show in the 90s. I don't really watch it now, but I do keep an eye on the Weekend Sunrise. So it's a running joke, and they ran with it, and they shared both groups of Today Show, both the American and the Australian Today Show, and a couple of other news programs, which I think is very true to, if Sharknadoes really did exist, news programs would tell you about it. So you see how the Yankees do what the Aussies. We go into how the English would cope with it. So it's a great way of bringing it together. So, do you like Sharknado 5 Global Swarming? Now, this is the last of my DVD reviews, and on the 20th of March 2018, the new Sharknado will be released on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I absolutely can't wait. The day after, I will be recording my video, and I will upload it as soon as possible after that. Please subscribe, please watch the rest of the series, and please hit that little bell icon so when I release the last Sharknado, you will be the first ones to hear about it. And I cannot wait for Sharknado 6, the last Sharknado, and to see if they can actually wrap up all the plots and what the hell is Anthony going to do next. So I shall see you in a week's time. Ciao, guys.